Hey Baltimore, I'm Patrick Pete, wmar's newest meteorologist. Yeah. Patrick Stephen Pete, that's me. My first name is Patrick, my middle name is Stephen, and my last name is Pete. I have 3 first names. People call me Pete a lot, people call me Patrick a lot. The only time Stephen gets said is if my mom is mad. I'm from Lake Arthur, Louisiana. It's a small town, population less than 10,000 people. It's probably one of my favorite things about it. In Southwest Louisiana, food is a big part of the culture. And as you can see, I'm a thick boy. I love to eat, love to cook, and I love good food. My favorite thing to cook is gumbo because it's a process. It's not something that you can just heat up in an hour or two. You have to essentially cook it in parts. You have to make your stock. You have to make your roux, which is like an hour-and-a-half process by itself. You have to add your flavorings to that roux to season it, and then you have to let it all smother for a couple of hours too. So that whole process, it's like a cold day, afternoon event. I feel like my ideal weather changes. I do enjoy the cold weather because cold weather is the best cooking weather. When it's cold outside, that's whenever I make some of the best stews and gumbos and etouffees that I can make. In the summertime, I prefer it to be 75 and sunny. I love rainy days because when I'm in places like Maryland, it reminds me of being at home because that happens a lot in Louisiana. I don't think there's a lot that's interesting about me because people are like me where I'm from. I am country. I was born and raised in the church. I went to McNeese and I was a physics major, which physics and meteorology are like twin brothers, to be completely honest. Most people don't see it, but whenever we're in here forecasting and going through the data, it's a lot of physics equations that we're really looking at in real time to forecast. I transferred and went to Jackson State, and that's where I got my bachelor's in meteorology. And then I went to A&T and got my master's, and I started working on my doctorate, and I'm a doctoral candidate, so that's kind of interesting because I don't think there's many meteorologists who are on local TV that are doctoral candidates. In most Southern families, especially Black families, we learn that our names typically change just a little bit from like the original last name. My great-great-great-grandfather, his name was Leandre Petrie, but it's pronounced Pete. But if you guys were reading it, it's P-I-T-R-E. Whenever my ancestors were freed and they were asked their names, they would say it's Pete, but it was spelled the French spelling, P-I-T-R-E. So there was a change in the way it was spelled. So it's very simple, P-E-T-E, because that's Pete. I am Patrick Pete, your newest meteorologist here at WMAR. I'm looking forward to not only getting to know the area, but forecasting the weather events that are gonna happen for you this winter. And you can always check me out at 6 o'clock and 11 p.m. That's where I'll be giving you your latest forecast.